I think this is probably the first time, even in 8 years.
Ekiro kya leero abaka mu Palamenti ya Bungereza esookerwako batudde okubaganya ebirowoozo ku nsonga ez'enjawulo eziruma bannayuganda.
The atrocities that are being committed also within Ugandan, the country of Uganda by Ugandan forces.
Omukiise w'ekitundu kye Stockholm South Dr. Paul Williams yalese ekiteeso kino mu Palamenti ya Bungereza era olukiiko luno lutandise essaawa z'Ebungereza 10 ze zzaawa n'emu n'ekitundu ez'akawungeezi. Dr. William ategeeza abakiise ba Palamenti eno nti enfuga eya Democracia buli lukyesereba mu Uganda kyokka ng'amagye agandira fuubanya okuleeta emirembe. Gavumenti ya Yoweri Kaguta Museveni geekose okutulugunya abantu n'okubamalako eddembe lyabwe eribaweebwa ssemateeka.
But when a soldier is given orders from the top, they have to follow these orders. When the Ugandan government is deliberately using the military to undermine democracy, it's right that the UK looks very carefully at our involvement. Before he became president, Yoweri Museveni published a book called What is Africa's Problem? In it, he said, the problem of Africa in general, and Uganda in particular, is not the people, but leaders who want to overstay in power. Now, I want to see a Uganda where it would be possible, should the Ugandan people want a change of government, for them to achieve a change of government through democratic means.
Dr. William agamba engeri amagye gye geeyisaamu eyoleka bulungi nti Uganda nseefugibwa bamusibira mu bbwa bakambwe abeenaanisa engoye enjeru okukweka langi yaabwe entuufu ensonga Bungereza gyetasobola kutunuulira butunuulizi ng'ate efujjirira amagye gano obulindo bw'ensimbi.
It's just not acceptable in a democracy for the military to arrest, beat and torture opposition politicians. It's not acceptable in a democracy for soldiers to enter Parliament and use physical force against MPs. It's not acceptable in a democracy for elections to be rigged. Uganda's democracy is under threat. The institutions that in a normal democracy would have the power to hold a government to account have been systematically undermined, intimidated, bullied and cajoled by the government. Let nobody be fooled. Uganda has a military government in civilian clothes.
Ono takomyeko atuusiza obubaka okuva mu bakulembeze abamu mu Uganda abasabye abakulu abatyobola eddembe ly'obuntu basibweko envumbo obutalinnya kigere Bungereza saako eggye lya UPDF okulijjako obuyambi bwe babawa kubanga ebikolwa eby'okutyobola eddembe ly'obuntu bisusse nnyo mu Uganda.
Ugandan opposition leaders are asking the UK government to place targeted sanctions on Uganda. They're asking us to freeze the assets of Ugandan officials who are known for violations of human rights abuses. They're asking us to enforce a travel ban on Uganda's leaders who are known for corruption and violation of human rights. And they're asking for Britain to condemn in the strongest terms the attacks and the abuse of Ugandan parliamentarians. Now, I personally don't necessarily believe that all of these things are needed. I certainly wouldn't want to do anything that would put at risk our relationship with the people of Uganda. And I think sanctions would be a very last resort. But I do understand why people are calling for them. And I do say that unless significant change happens in Uganda, the UK should take no option off the table.
Wetujjidde ku mpewo ng'okubaganya ebirowoozo mu lukiiko luno kukyagenda mu maaso mu Westminster Hall e Bungereza.
It's good to take part in this debate, and I don't disagree with a word that, and I have to say my honourable friend opposite